Teddy Galloway here. I just wanted to have a real quick chat with you all. I don't get a chance to drop in very often anymore, so I wanted to make sure I did it now. The reason why I wanted to talk to you today is I noticed that a lot of people in our community and a lot of the friends and family that I have are going through hard times. So if you are going through a hard time, I'm not telling you to buck up and to get chipper and to just march on and charge ahead. I recently had a conversation with a gentleman a coworker of mine, a gentleman that I work with, that I highly respect. He's very funny, he's very interesting. He has stories from all over the world, from all of the things that he's done in the past, and he's had a very interesting career and has a very wonderful life. Recently, we had a conversation and I asked him to give me 2 things that he thought everybody should know in order to have an outstanding life. And he actually gave me 3. He gave me 2, but then there was a third that came up naturally. So I'm going to give you these 3 things that I think are really important. Charlie's rule number 1 for having a healthy and happy life was to stay active. This is exactly what he said. He's like, the key to happiness for me is to stay active, to not ever feel like an old guy. Now here I am, Teddy, 40 years old, and here's Charlie, 60 years old, and over 60 years old. Charlie is having a more active life than I have. And in order for this machine to feel good, to look good, to smell good, to act right for you, in order for you to get the best and the most out of it, you need to move this thing. You need to keep it going. And you need to put good things inside of it. Now, it's not just your body, your physical body, that is attributed to happiness and staying active. It's also your mind. Just as your body needs stimulation, your mind also needs stimulation. You need to be able to learn new things and see new things and process new things and travel and talk to new people and have your mind awaken and open and meet and do interesting things. And it's not just visual stimulation either. A lot of people, they sit in front of a TV and they watch YouTube videos, and I'm guilty of that too. Or we'll sit on Facebook and we'll type to our friends, but this is a far cry and a very bad substitute for actual physical interaction or social interaction with other people. You have a lot of people who are currently drifting through life. They don't make decisions, they don't set goals, they don't have objectives, they're not doing things on a day-to-day basis to improve themselves, and they're not learning new things. They're just floating through life, just letting life pass them by, and they're never having the adventure that they want because they're not taking a pause to think about what it is that they actually need to do, what they want to do, or where they're going in life. We have to have good experiences. For without those experiences, life doesn't have the same quality that it would have if we have great experiences. Okay, so now let's move into number 2. Don't dwell on the past. He said, and he looked at me, he said, the rear view mirror of a car is small for a reason. It's okay to look back at the past and learn from your mistakes and analyze it and remember your memories and go back and watch old videos and read those old journals that you keep, or, talk to your old friends and do a lot of these things that, allow you to recall who you used to be. But what clicked in my mind was looking back while moving forward is a recipe for disaster. There's no other time than right now. The old you is dead and gone, and the new you is awaiting. So the future you will benefit from the actions that you take today if you think long and hard enough about that person. The you that is existing now is very different than the you that was previously in existence. You're a very different person. You have different experiences, you think different thoughts, you feel different feelings, and you have more life experience as you progress. And the you 2 days from now, 5 days from now, 2 weeks from now, 2 years from now, 2 decades from now is going to be a fundamentally different person. So the actions that you take now aren't just for you, it's for that person that you are in the future. And if you take the right actions now, you will feel good. The third thing that came out of a conversation that me and him were having. If you want to be happy and if you want to have a good time in life, just enjoy what it is that you're doing. Happiness in life, a good life, is found in a journey towards a destination, not in the destination. You can choose the destinations that you go to before you head to a new destination. And ultimately, we all head to the destination of death. So life is the destinations that we choose and the type of way that we choose to drive towards those destinations as individuals and what we learn on the way. It's all about our experiences. A couple items that I find bring a lot of happiness to myself, and Charlie also agreed when we had this conversation. One was purpose. The second one was community, a group of people that you trust. Third was a sense of action, a sense of purpose that was driving you to take action. And then it was having being able to self-determine, or having the freedom to decide for yourself what it is that you wanted to do. I believe that if you take any of these four things away, you take away a person's purpose, you take away a person's community, you take away a person's ability to act, or you take away a person's freedom, a freedom to do as they wish and freedom from harm, you are creating a recipe for unhappiness. And what will keep you going is to have a sense of purpose and know what kind of goal you set for yourself. And then I think that you'll have an opportunity for real advancement, and you'll be super encouraged by the people around you. And you'll be able to tell the good people from the bad people around you, because the good people will encourage you to keep improving, and the bad people will either stop you from improving or they will discourage you from improving. So at the end of the day, if you want to be happy, if you want to have a great life, you must seek these things out, and happiness will very likely follow. Choose your purpose, or figure out what it is that you enjoy in life, and do it for the betterment of other people in your community. And take action on things that you want, on problems that you see that need to be solved. And finally, make sure that you maintain critical thinking so that you can maintain your freedom, so you're never controlled by another person or never controlled by a narrative given to you out of fear. These are the keys to happiness for most of us. When you know you're supposed to be doing something and you're not doing it, or when you know you're not being as great as you can, and when you know you can get better, listen to that part of you and move in that direction. And even if it's hard, go in that direction. Because in a lot of times, just like walking upstairs is a lot harder than walking on level ground, but it will take you to new heights and allow you to see the world from a better vantage point. So with all that said, my friends, I hope you guys have an outstanding day. Peace and blessings to you, and I hope that you have a purposeful life with outstanding people in your corner, that you're taking action rather than drifting, and that you are free to choose the kind of life that you want without anybody harming you.